All right, what's up everybody? Justin Sardi here, and as you can see from our title slide, we're going to be talking about the YouTube ads code that we've cracked, and I'm going to be sharing a simple system that regularly gets a 4 to 8x return on ad spend. So really excited for this brand new training. And before we dive in, I just want you to imagine that you go to a casino, right? Pretend you like gambling. If you don't, I like gambling, but I don't like slot machines. But the reason I don't like slot machines is because you always lose, right? But what if when you walked into a casino, you found this one slot machine, and let's say you put like a $10 bill into it, right? You pull the lever, you push the button, whatever. Boom, you win $40, right? So you're like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. So you give it another $10 spin, and lo and behold, boom, another $40 comes out. And you're like, all right, well, that's 2 in a row. And then you're like, well, let's hit it one more time. You know, I'm already up. Let's see what happens. So you hit that button, you spend another $10, and boom, this time $80 comes out. And you're like, whoa, what is going on, right? That is what the system I'm going to be sharing with you today is going to be like, right? That's exactly what this system does. It's essentially a rigged slot machine when you set it up the way I'm going to be showing you today. So pay close attention and let's dive into this system. Now, obviously we're going to be talking about YouTube, but there are a lot of misconceptions when it comes to how do I run ads on YouTube, and what's everything, how do all these pieces fit together and things like that. So a lot of people think maybe you have to be an influencer and you have to have a megaphone, and you're basically essentially like whoring yourself out for likes, comments, all that kind of stuff. It is not about that at all. You do not have to have any sort of audience to pull this off, right? It's not about making a YouTube video and going viral, right? You do not have to go viral. In fact, what I'm going to be showing you is essentially a shortcut to go viral without having to go viral, right? It's a very easy method. We'll be getting into it, but you don't have to have a video that goes viral, anything like that. It's not about having a large audience, uploading a video and then making a few pennies off of every single view. So you don't have to have a monetized channel, anything like that. And you definitely don't have to have you don't have to have like high quality video cameras that cost $1,000 plus. If you do, awesome. But honestly, you could do this without even having a camera, right? So you only need 3 things to pull this, and I just held up 2 fingers. You only need 3 things to pull this off, right? Number 1, you need something to sell, right? Obviously, if you don't have anything to sell, you're not going to be able to make any money, right? And if you don't have any product to sell, don't worry, we'll be talking about how to find a product to sell as well. Then you need a YouTube video, obviously, because we're running YouTube ads. So you have to have a YouTube video, something to sell, and then you need what I call IYF, or in your face. Now, what that means is we need to put that video in the face of our audience, of course, right? So you have something to sell, a YouTube video selling it, and then you put that video right in the face of your audience at the exact moment they're searching for what you have to offer. And when you dial those 3 things in together, you are literally sitting on a gold mine. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Now, what I've got, this is hands down the easiest and most risk-free way to advertise online, right? So this is like the easy button, right? It's not like other advertising sources that are, hard to get dialed in. You end up losing your shorts just trying to test a campaign. This is risk-free. It's not like other advertising places, whatever platforms. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Now, I'm going to be showing you some amazing results, and I just need to get this out of the way. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, although it will help you multiply your money if you set this up the right way, right? But I cannot promise that you're going to get results with these methods. I don't know your skill level, your work ethic, etc. And growing a successful business does take consistent effort, right? So we're talking about building real businesses here. And I'm going to be showing some examples. You might make more than the examples. You might make less than the examples. You might not make anything, right? That all depends on how much work you're willing to put in. So I just had to get that out of the way. But I can promise you that I'm going to be handing you on a silver platter today everything you need to pull this off the right way the first time you try it. And everybody that you're going to be seeing results from, myself included, has followed the exact methods that I'm going to be handing you today. So First things first, why YouTube ads? Well, besides the fact that they're awesome, first off, Josh, he's getting 51-cent leads, 50% conversion rate, right? Paul, he's putting $1 in, making $5.54 out after just 3 days, right? Ryan, 2,055 in, 4,985 out. That's like, I don't know what the math is there. I meant to do that. MD, he puts $183 into his campaign. He made $1,600 back. That's $8.74 for every $1 he put in to his ad campaign or his rigged slot machine, right? Tristan right here, and this one's absurd, right? He goes, hey, he sends me this on Facebook Messenger. He goes, hey, dude, 92 in, 12,000 out for a client. I was like, whoa, 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 that's $130 for every $1 you put into your campaign. Okay, this is absurd, but it is definitely a thing that happens. Brian, he made $792. Now, let me ask you real quick. If you were gonna make $792, would you care if you put, let's say, $200 in? Would you drop a 1 in the chat box? If you were putting $200 in, would you be happy getting $792 back? Let me know in the chat box. Yeah, a lot of people would, right? What if you put 300 in? It would still be worth it, right? Even if you put 500 in and you made $792 back, it doesn't matter, because as long as you're making more back than you're putting in, you have what we like to call a real and scalable business. And that's what we're talking about today. Yeah, Emmanuel goes, that's profit, right? And this one is crazy too. Here's $11,000 in, $258,000 out. That's $22.72 for every dollar put in. So these ads flat out work, and this is what I'm going to show you how to do today. And don't get me wrong, those were big numbers, but this even works with a minimal budget. Clinton's getting daily leads on a $10 budget, right? So that's pretty solid. Now, my favorite part about this whole system is that it does not trade time for money. There's nothing worse than trading your time for money, slaving away, just to make a few bucks, and you have to keep doing it over and over again. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today is it's automated once you set it up. And I'll explain that in a little bit here, right? Now, if you don't have anything to sell, like I said, you have to have something to sell. But if you don't have your own product to sell, sort of like the store where they're completely out of inventory, maybe they have like a little box here, but whatever. I'm going to show you how to do all of this today without having your own product to sell. Like, you can sell an affiliate product like I was doing right here, where we spent $5.86 and we ended up making $49.61 back, right? And this is an affiliate product that I found on ClickBank. Super simple, wasn't even my own product. And you can do this all day, every day as well without having your own product to sell. This one actually, dollar in, $8.46 back. So you can get these kind of numbers without having your own product as well, right? Super cool stuff. Now, everything I'm going to be teaching you today equals freedom. And the reason I say that is because, like I said, once you set this up, it's essentially set it and forget it. You set these campaigns up and they essentially run in the background for you. And because of this whole system, me and my wife were able to purchase an RV, travel around the United States for a full year, hanging out with friends, family, doing whatever we wanted. And I was barely checking in on campaigns and the business. It's super cool. And that's what I have for you today. And I know that when you implement this system, these 3 steps, like I show you, this is going to work for you too. So when you stick around with me until the end, I've got some awesome bonuses I'm going to give you. So I'm going to be, as well as a giveaway, right? So I'm going to give you a fill in the blank lead generating video script. I'm going to give you a lead generating case study, and then I'm going to give you a step-by-step checklist showing you exactly how to set these ads up, just like we did in here, because I am going to be moving fast. I know your time's valuable, and I don't want to take a ton of time. And that's not an ugly lake. That was everybody was camping next to a swamp. That's a glacier runoff river, okay? Right next to Mount Rainier National Park is what that was. So that was actually super clean. It was just very strange. The glacial water is really strange. That was not a swamp. And swamps are cool, right? So anyway, by the end of this call, you're going to be armed with the 3 steps and tools you need to get results like this. Right here, you can see $30 ad spend, $199 out, right? That turns $1 into $6.63. And getting results like that is going to be common sense, easy for you when you can drive traffic like I'm going to show you today. This particular screenshot, I just took this today, $410 in, as you can see right here in the top, 410 in. $10,514 out. It's absolutely absurd. And you can do this all day, every day. $352 spent, $2,040.50 back. So let me ask you a question. If I show you a virtually no risk way to use YouTube ads to turn $1 into more than $1, $4 to $8 on average, I would say, in the next 30 days, are you willing to go all in? Let me know here. Drop a 1 in the chat box. If I show you exactly how to do this, are you willing to go all in on this system? All right, lots of 1s coming in. Cool. All right, so I like the hell yes, Christopher. That's right on. All right, let's dive in. So quick intro to me. We were running a lot of ads to this, so I know there's a lot of people who are not familiar with me. We also emailed our email list, and I know, a lot of people are familiar with me, but we'll just do a quick intro, get this out of the way. So my name's Justin Sardi. I'm that guy on the left with way too much hair. I'm an entrepreneur and an outdoor adventurer. I've been fortunate enough to be able to speak on stages with guys like Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank. And basically, I teach people how to generate leads and sales using YouTube ads. Me and my wife have a large YouTube channel. We're just shy of 100,000 subscribers right now. And because of that, we get invited to, the YouTube space in New York and things like that to learn from the people at YouTube how to, basically monetize a channel and use it to promote videos. I did spend a full year in an RV camping. Love camping, love fishing, climbing mountains, and love the outdoors. This is we actually sold that RV, still got the truck, but yeah, I love fly fishing. This is me in the Bob Marshall Wilderness. We took our dogs to the beach. I live in Colorado, so we don't have beaches here. So when we went out to the beach, see, this is not a swamp, right? There you go. All right. Recently, we got rid of our RV and we bought a house because we decided we wanted to settle down, start a family. And that's also not a swamp in the background. That's Lake Dillon. But so we live pretty close to this lake. These are the mountains. That's actually that mountain in the top left of this picture. This is me and my wife on top of that mountain. We had our first child, a year and a half ago, baby Ember. And I love what I do because it allows me to spend a lot of time with her. Taking her, this is actually the swamp right behind, I'm just kidding. This is Lake Dillon, the swamp right behind my office, right? So, yeah, this is us in Hot Springs, all kinds of good stuff. So love, I'm gonna keep playing with that swamp thing there, but I love spending time with family, all that good stuff. Why should you listen to me? Well, I've personally spent more than $4.5 million of my own and my clients' money on YouTube ads. I've generated over 8.21 million clicks, and I have a YouTube channel that as of today, we have 98,647 subscribers. I'm sure that's gone up, and I've generated over 11 million organic views. So I am in the trenches with YouTube doing this every single day, right? Now, I'm also the founder of TubeSift.com, which is a precision targeting tool for YouTube advertisers. Now, we'll be talking about this a little bit today, but the reason I want to show you that I'm the founder of TubeSift is not to brag or anything like that, but basically, the reason I want to share that is because what I'm sharing with you today is something that actually works. So my goal with this webinar is to give you all of the tools and strategies that you need to make this work for you. And because if I can do that, you're going to become a lifelong TubeSift subscriber, as you'll see on this call today. So you get the point, let's get to the point. Now, why exactly does this system work? Well, first off, 1/3 of the internet uses YouTube. There's over 1 billion 1 billion users of YouTube, right? So there's a massive audience on YouTube. Many of you probably saw a YouTube ad which brought you to this webinar, right? Now, is my audience on YouTube? Well, YouTube overall and even YouTube on mobile reaches more 18 to 49-year-olds than any cable network in the US. YouTube gets over 30 million visitors every day, and in an average month, 8 out of 10 18 to 49-year-olds are watching YouTube. And my favorite part about this whole system is that you only pay when somebody actually watches your ad. And that's part of the secret sauce of this, right? This is why it's risk-free. So let me know in the chat box, if you see a YouTube ad that you don't like, what do you do? Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna take a quick sip of I'm out of coffee. I guess I'm drinking some of my bubbly water. Yeah, everybody's saying I skip it. Exactly. Well, did you know that right here, you can see, how will I be charged? If somebody skips your ad before 30 seconds, you don't pay a penny. Did you know that? Yeah, a lot of people are saying they did. A few people are saying they did not. All right, well, look, if somebody skips your ad before 30 seconds, you don't pay a dime. So this is an essentially risk-free traffic source, right? And to top it off, you can literally put your ad in front of somebody at the exact moment they're searching for what you have to offer using what's called placement targeting. So I did a search here for how to run YouTube ads, right? Let's say I'm selling a product on how to run YouTube ads, which I am, right? So how do you, and like TubeSift, right? So TubeSift is a tool for YouTube advertisers. So how do I know, how can I reach people who would be interested in using TubeSift? Well, it'd be people who are searching for things like how to run YouTube ads. They are literally searching at the exact moment that I put an ad in front of them. So if I can put my ad in front of any of these videos, I know that the only people watching these are interested in YouTube ads, right? So boom, we're good to go there. Now I'm not talking about targeting like Facebook. This isn't interest targeting. This is what I like to call intent targeting, because somebody watching one of these intends on learning about this, system or whatever at the exact moment they're clicking on a video to watch. So we can literally intercept them right before they watch this video and be like, hey, if you want to learn more about YouTube ads, listen up. Of course they want to learn more about YouTube ads because they're watching a video about it. And that's the secret sauce to this system, and I'm going to be sharing that today. Now, these in-stream ads, they show on what's called a monetized video, right? So you can't just put it on any old video. So the way this works is a YouTube creator uploads a video and wants to make money from it. Google Ads, right? They serve videos on the videos, the ones I'm going to be showing you how to set up today, those in-stream ones that you can skip. The advertiser pays YouTube a couple pennies, and the creator gets a portion of that money. So PewDiePie, he has like 110 million subscribers right now. And you can see he gets like 1.7 million views on a video. So he says, hey, I want ads to be ran on these. I want the money from them, right? He gets a couple pennies. That really stacks up when you're getting 1.7 million views in a day. So to top it off, you can pull this off without even showing your face on camera, right? You can do this with super simple slideshow type videos. This is one for whatever. I mean, you see this with a ton of companies. They're doing just slideshow videos, stories, text, stuff like that. It's extremely easy, and you don't have to be on camera. And like I said earlier, you don't have to have your own product either. There are websites out there like ClickBank that have a ton of products that you can actually just go find, promote, and people will pay you to help them make sales. And what's really cool is Google's going to give you $150 for free to pull this off as well. Now look, $150 might not seem like much, but what can you do with 150 bucks? Well, I spent $351. So, that's a little more than 150 bucks, right? I spent an extra 150 on top of it, but I'm making $1,200 to $2,040 a day with my $300. So you can see $150 goes a long way. So if you knew the right type of risk-free YouTube ad to run, and you knew exactly what to say on that video to turn viewers into buyers, and you knew how to get that video in front of people at the exact moment they're searching for what you have to offer, right? If you knew how to combine those three things into an automated system where you made $4 to $8 for every $1 that you put in, could you grow a profitable business? Let me know in the chat box. Drop a 2 in the chat box. If you knew how to combine those three things into an automated system that spit out $4 to $8 for every $1, could you? Yeah, tons and tons of 2s coming through. Right on. So yeah, that's great, because that's exactly what you're about to see today. Nothing held back. Now look, remember, this system's different because you don't pay when your ad's shown. You only pay when somebody watches your video. You can put your ad in front of your ideal customer at the exact moment they're searching for what you have to offer. And what I'm going to be sharing with you today is not theory. It's a simple process that allows you to grow quickly without loopholes, luck, anything like that. It works in any niche, and you can do it all without a steep learning curve. So after today's call, getting traffic, subscribers, and sales is going to be common sense easy for you, and you'll be able to pull it off in the next 30 days. So I'm going to show you how to use simple YouTube videos to turn $1 into $4 to $8 using an automated 3-step system. I'm going to show you how to pull this off without being on camera, and I'm going to show you how to put any offer in front of your ideal prospect at the exact moment they're searching for what you have to offer, and you're going to see how to do it all in the next 30 days, right? This might sound nuts, but look, Aiden, he's getting 13-cent conversions, right? Jared, he's spending $1, he's making $5 back with simple in-stream ads. And like I said, it works with a limited budget. So how did I stumble on this, right? Well, let me just tell you a little bit of backstory, right? And this will tie it all into how the whole system works. So the first time I deployed this system years ago, I was able to turn $734 into $133,412.20, which is the icing on the cake, right? Now, how exactly did I do this? Well, look, I was working construction at the time. I did not know anything about marketing online. My college roommate, Neil McPherson, introduced me to affiliate marketing, right? So at the time I was working construction, 10 plus hours a day, 10 hours a day, hated my job. I was like, I can't do this for 30 or 40 more years. And Neil was like, hey man, I found out a way to make money online. And he was like, it's called affiliate marketing. And basically I have an audience, or, I get traffic, I have an email list, whatever it is. I send them to an offer page that takes the traffic, and every sale that I make, I get paid for every sale that I refer, right? And I was like, okay, that's cool. But the problem is I don't, he had a list he had spent building, he'd spent some time building, right? I was like, well, I don't have a list or traffic. So basically, he took me to an internet marketing event and explained this to me. I met a bunch of people. I was like, hey, this is cool. Maybe I could do affiliate marketing. But like I said, I didn't have a list or a product or traffic or anything, right? I was like, I don't know what to do here. I'm stuck. So I went back to my job. And a little bit of backstory on me. I had 2 metal rods put in my spine when I was 15 years old. So I had a massive spinal fusion. This is my spine. So I probably shouldn't have been doing construction anyway. But long story short, I went back to my job after learning about affiliate marketing. I was all excited about it, but I didn't know where to start. So I just went back to my job. Well, one day my boss pulls me into his office, starts yelling at me for something that I didn't even do. I don't remember what it was. And I was just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna make this internet thing work. I hate having a job. So I quit my job, right? What could possibly go wrong? I knew about construction, had a good head of hair, I had no savings, and there were a ton of ways to make money online. So I thought I'd try them all, right? So I did client work, affiliate marketing, video SEO, product creation, borrowing money, e-commerce, CPA, you name it. I was all over the place. And so was my income, right? So I was getting ready to go back and get a job. And then I kind of remembered, I was talking to my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, and she was like, look, you've made some money doing stuff. You don't need all of these other things. Remember when you told me you only needed 3 things? And I was like, well, yeah. And remember those 3 things: something to sell, a YouTube video, and then put that video in your face or in the face of your audience. And so I was like, okay. So she's like, just do that. So what I did is I started ranking videos and making sales. So what I was doing is I had an offer. It was called Amazing Selling Machine. It was a product about how to sell on Amazon, right? And we were ranking videos for like, ASM bonuses, things like that. So at that time, and they were giving us like 50% of profits, right? It was a $4,000 product or something like that. And I was getting $2,000 a sale. So I had made, a sale or 2 the previous time ranking some of these videos. And you still see this all the time. It doesn't have to be an affiliate product or whatever. Like you see it happen all the time with like people who are doing product research, like best earbuds, blah, blah, blah. They're selling products, whatever it is. Now, rankings works great, but it's not enough to let you quit your job, right? You get limited amount of traffic with rankings. So I needed, and to top it off, I had to start from scratch every time I had a new promotion. So I needed a way to shortcut the ranking process and get my ad up here. Well, I didn't know about ads at the time, but I was doing some research, some keyword research, and I was like, okay, this is a video ad. What is this? So I found out it's a Google ad. I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe I could just set one of these up and I don't have to deal with ranking and I'll get a ton of traffic. Google was giving away $100 at that time. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I also figured out that, that 30-second rule, where if I could get my video in front of people and they skipped it before 30 seconds, I didn't pay. So just like my daughter Ember, I could have my cake and I could eat it too. I was like, sweet. You mean I only pay when somebody actually watches my, when somebody actually watches my ad? And the answer to that is yes. And I see a lot of questions coming through, and we'll open up for Q&A at the end here, right? So look, I had an offer at this time, right? So I had these things in place and I figured out, this is a YouTube ad, I'm gonna try it. So I was selling the Amazing Selling Machine. Now it's like $5,000, but boom, I had an offer. I had what you'd call a review video about it. And it was basically just like somebody, it was this guy I teamed up with, Jason. He was giving away some bonuses, whatever, right? So I was able to basically use his bonuses. I didn't have to be on camera, I used that. And so I had my review video and I had my sales page. but I could not figure out how to get this video in front of the right people at the right time. So what did I do? Well, I was like, hey, what if I use an in-stream ad, right? Now, that's great, an in-stream ad that pops up right here, and it's the ones that you can skip. If somebody skips them before 30 seconds, you don't pay. So that's great. I was like, okay, so I can use an in-stream ad, but how am I going to target? Now, remember when I told you about placements a little bit earlier today, right? Placements allow you to target YouTube channels or YouTube videos. And that the light bulb kind of went on in my head right there. I was like, wait, I can put my ad on a specific YouTube video? And the answer is yes, right? So what we did, and I literally, I figured this out. I was like, wait, I could choose which videos my ads get to show in front of. I was like, that seems kind of like cheating, right? I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this seems like it's kind of like a rigged system. If I can just put it in front of these people, the only time my ad's gonna be shown is when somebody watches one of these videos, and I'm literally not gonna be wasting any money on ads because these people are wanting this at the exact moment I have, that they're watching this. This seems crazy. So I literally sat down the next day and I spent a full 8-hour day. I knew this was going to work, but I spent a full 8-hour day going through videos like this, searching for all the keywords and copying and pasting the video URLs I wanted to put my ad in front of, right? That's what I did. I spent a ton of time doing this, and I was like, okay, but let's see how it goes, right? So by the end of this promo, so like I said, I spent a full 8 hours doing this. It sucked. It might have been 9 hours, who knows? But I was able to turn $700 some into $133,000. That's pretty solid. So what did I do? Well, I went and I doubled down. I got KFC had just released all these new sandwiches, so I spent all my money on, I'm just kidding. I doubled down on this system and I came up with my 3-step YouTube ads formula. So first, you have to have an impossible to ignore offer. Like I said, you have to have an offer. You make or have made an impossible to ignore video, and then you put that video in your face, not your face, but you put it in the face of your audience, right? And the way you do that is you put an in-stream ad on YouTube. You set it up as an in-stream ad. You combine the targeting, or you overlay the targeting, which is placements, right? So you have your in-stream ad, your placements, and when you add those two together, it's like giving cookies to a cookie monster. They cannot resist these ads, right? It's a no-brainer. So that's exactly what you do. So how do we find our cookie monsters? Well, we just jump over to YouTube and we think of what type of keywords are they going to be searching for. It's that easy. And I'm going to show you how to turn this into the targeting, the placement targeting in a few here. But just think about it. If somebody's wanting to learn more about digital marketing, well, they might be searching for digital marketing trends, right? If you can put your ad in front of those videos about digital marketing, you're good to go, right? And look, if you don't have a video, it doesn't matter either, because you can use what's called a video overlay ad. And you can just put this little overlay ad on any monetized video as well, which is really cool, right? And Nick, I did not have TubeSift at the time, right? So that's funny. Anyway, no video, no problem. You can use a video overlay ad, right? These are really cool. They work well. So once I committed to this system, everything changed, and it all came from that free $100. This is literally the first time I set this up, literally changed my life, right? It was a huge turning point in my life. So remember, impossible to ignore offer, impossible to ignore video. Set that video up as an in-stream ad using placement targeting. That's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Now, again, this might sound too easy, but tons of people have got results from these methods. So who wants an over-the-shoulder look at exactly how to set this up? I'll jump over to YouTube and I'll just show you over my shoulder how we set up a campaign like this. Drop a 3 in the chat box if you want that. A yes works, but 3 is easier to type, right? Let's see here. I'm gonna take another sip of my water. Right on. Tons of 3s coming through. So real quick, before we get into this, I want to note that you can literally use anything to sell this, or to sell your products, right? You can use Shopify, affiliate networks, your own website. This works for webinars. It works for e-commerce. It literally works for everything, because I guarantee your audience is on YouTube, right? So number one, you need an impossible to ignore offer. Now, many of you probably saw my ad, came over here and landed on a page just like this. This is a little older page, but whatever. This was my offer. Hey, I'm gonna give you a free training, right? That's my offer. Then I made an impossible to ignore video. Now this video is a little wacky. You probably saw one a little different. This video, it's crazy, whatever. It's impossible to ignore because I put it in front of people talking about YouTube ads that are looking for learning about YouTube ads, right? Now, like I said, you don't have to be on camera. What you do need is a specific script, right? So you need a very specific script, and this is what you need to say on this video. So you start off by pre-qualifying a viewer. So in my case, where I'm talking about, my YouTube ads training, I might say something like, if you're like all the other Facebook advertisers out there, you're probably tired of, Facebook ads, right? I pre-qualified them by letting them know, hey, this is about advertising, right? They already know, hey, this is about advertising. I pre-qualified them. If they're not interested, they're just going to skip, right? Then I let them know exactly what I have to offer. I say, hey, well, no worries. You need to be over on YouTube. And today I'm holding a free training showing you exactly how to run YouTube ads just like this one and turn a profit. I'm going to show you how to make, $4 to $8 for every $1 you spend on ads. Go ahead and click the link on this video now to register for the call, right? So pre-qualify, let them know what you have to offer, call to action, boom. Then you can get into, here's why you need to check this out. I might throw up some proof, like, hey, look, this campaign did this, or, you need to check this out because if somebody skips the ad, you don't pay, blah, 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 right? Then I have a call to action saying, hey, what are you waiting for? You're still watching this video. Go ahead and click the link, right? That's all you have to do for this script. It's extremely simple, right? From there, you set this up as an in-stream ad using placement targeting. Well, what placements am I going to target? It's pretty easy. I'm going to target placements of people who are searching for things like how to run YouTube ads, because I know nobody's going to be watching videos about how to run YouTube ads if they are, if we're not running YouTube ads. It's super simple. Or if they're not interested in running YouTube ads, right? Then once that's set up, comes daily profits. You can see right here, $5.79 for every $1 that I spend on ads. And if you don't have a product, no problem. You can promote an affiliate product and make commissions. You can see right here, I was actually promoting some affiliate products not too long ago, $3,000 a day, $2,000 a day, $2,000 a day, $7,000 weeks, $6,000 weeks. You don't need your own product to make this work. And you definitely don't even need your own video. Somebody was asking, are there pre-done videos that we can use? And a lot of people always say, hey, I can't make a video and I sure as hell don't want to be on camera. What do I do? Well, you go over to a site like Fiverr.com and you just click on, hey, I want a video ad. Boom, there's literally people that will make you a video ad based on the script that I just gave you, and you can get it for $5. So I'm gonna turn my AC on real quick. It's getting a little warm in here. There we go. And I am going to jump on over to YouTube and I'm going to show you exactly how to set all of this up from scratch, right? So let's jump on over here. So first things first, we have, that's the wrong tab, sorry about that. Okay, can everybody see my screen first, right? I just want to make sure. Can everybody see my screen? It should just be a little landing page, just like the one that you used to register for this training. Cool. All right, timer hit 0, whatever. But anyway, so remember, I have an impossible to ignore offer, right? Now we're gonna just search for YouTube ad coupon, right? And we are going to see, let's see, they may have one on here, it just depends, okay? If they don't, we're gonna search for Google ad coupon, right? Oh, here it is right here, boom. Google ad coupon, you can see right here. They will give you $150 in ad spend, right? Pretty solid. So you're gonna put your email here. This says US only. If you're not in the US, just put, whatever country you're in right here. And you will find it, right? Not country music, but boom. You got that coupon, you're good to go. Then you're going to need a Google Ads account. So ads.google.com, you sign up, it's totally free. You're good to go. We're going to click this blue plus button and we're going to go new campaign, right? So this is the campaign builder. So, first things first, let me actually show you how these YouTube ads function, just because it'll help tie this all together. So youtube.com, and we will just do a quick search for, let's just go how to run YouTube ads, right? Or how to set up YouTube ads. Let's do that. Okay, because that's what we're doing. How to set up YouTube ads. So we come over here and we click on this video and boom, we see an ad, right? And you can see this nobody is on this ad. It's literally a screen recording with a voiceover. Nobody's on this ad. This is working, right? So what we're gonna do, and you can see right here, they have two, like a free course. You know, this is literally what we're doing, right? A free course right here. If you click one of the links on this video, it's going to take you to their landing page, right? So, and their landing page is loading extremely slow. Okay, so this is Webflow. It's a free course all about, you know, whatever, how to do all of this stuff. So that is their landing page. Easy. This companion banner up here, this thing's really cool. This links, so this comes with the ad as well. It's just a free asset. It's 300 by 60 pixels. I'll show you how to set this up. But essentially, if somebody clicks on this as well, I don't know why theirs is just images. It's like nothing, but you can put text up here if you want. And if somebody clicks on that, it also takes you to their landing page, right? And same thing with this call to action right under it, right? Now, if I click this skip ads button before 30 seconds, they don't pay. But if I watch it, they do, right? So that's kind of how that works. Also, if I click on one of their links and go to their website, they pay for a view, right? That's kind of how these ads work. They work extremely well. So that's an in-stream ad, right? And that's what we're setting up. So I've got my landing page, right? My free YouTube ads training. Boom, we're good to go there. And I have my ad. This is exactly what I was just talking about. Attention Facebook advertiser. You probably saw this. Hey, if you're tired of the increasing cost of Facebook ads, blah blah blah, you know, shenanigans, whatever. So we're good to go there. And boom, right. So here's my ad. So let's just go ahead and set one of these up real quick. So we go new campaign in our Google Ads, and what are we going for? Are we going for sales, leads, website traffic, whatever? You can choose any of these. I'm gonna go create a campaign without a goals guidance for right now, just because it's gonna give us all of the options. And then I'm gonna choose, guess which one? Video, because we're setting up a video campaign. That's this dumb question. I'll go custom video campaign, and I'll click continue. And again, at the end of this call, I will be giving you a checklist, walking you through these steps as well. So video campaign, we're gonna name this, like I'm gonna name it webinar registrations. Boom, and we're gonna choose how we wanna bid. Max cost per view, that's the most we're willing to pay for a view. And then we get to choose, do we want a daily budget or a campaign budget? I'm just gonna throw like a $25 a day budget at this, and we'll do some testing and see how this will go. Now, networks, what do we choose? So YouTube search results, those are gonna be like video discovery ads, you can see. We're not running a video discovery ad. Those work fine, but honestly, you want to be running in-stream ads. So that's all we're talking about today. And then you're gonna uncheck video partners on display network, right? So we wanna run in-stream ads on YouTube videos. Now, where do we want to target? Well, you can choose whatever you wanna target, United States, Canada, whatever locations you want to target here. You can do advanced searches, radius targeting, whatever you want to do there. I'm going to go all countries and territories just to make this easier, because you know, if somebody's searching for how to run YouTube ads or something like that, then we'll hit them with all countries and territories. Easy. Language, whatever language you're speaking, you're going to put that in here. Obviously, you want your language to match up with what's on your ad. Inventory type, I like to go expanded inventory, and I like to exclude embedded and live streaming videos, because if somebody's watching a live stream video, they're not something they want to leave, right? And if somebody's watching an embedded video, that means they're not on YouTube. They're watching it embedded on some other website, and we set up our in-stream ads in a way that you need them on YouTube for all the features to work, right? And then, you know, additional settings, you can optimize for specific devices, all that kind of stuff. Don't worry too much about that. I'm going to turn off TV screens, but you can target like specific phones, whatever you want there. Now, ad group, this is where we set up our types of ads. So I'm going to target placements, right? Because like I said, we want our ad to show up every time somebody's watching one of these specific, you know, every time somebody's watching one of these specific videos, right? So I'm going to call this placement targeting, and we're going to choose our demographics, you know, gender, age, parental status, household income, all that good stuff. Then there's a lot of ways you can target, and we can dive deeper into that a little bit later. I do have some advanced trainings on how to like fully maximize this, but the easiest way to get started is by doing placements, right? So you're just going to go enter, you're going to click on enter right here. And normally what you would do is you would search for something like how to set up YouTube ads, right? And we would click on the first video. And like I said, we saw an ad on it, so we know this video is monetized. And this is the manual way to do it. This is what I was doing. I was copying this video URL. I'd come over here, I would paste it. I would press enter. I'd come back and I'd go back to this one and I would click on this guy. Well, is there an ad? I know it's monetized because I see these, I just saw a banner over it. So like here, right here, see, this is a video overlay ad. So I know, yes, this video is monetized too. So we can copy that video URL, paste it here, we'll hit enter. And this is literally what I spent 8 hours doing, what I was talking about earlier. So here's another, oh, this isn't an ad. Anyway, so we don't know if this is advertised or if this is monetized or not, but whatever, we'll put it here. Now, that's a huge pain. So we're just gonna come over to tubesift.com, this is my software I was telling you about, and we're just gonna search for how to set up YouTube ads, right? And we're gonna do, we can do up to 300 search results. I'm gonna go with 50 for now. And you can see it's only finding monetized videos, and those are the ones that allow you to put your ad in front of them. So boom, a scan starts going. And so what's up, Rob? This is definitely live. So yeah, and it's not the same one. So cool. So this is kind of going through here, and you can see not all the videos are monetized. 33 out of 40 are, whatever. So we're letting this scan, it's going through, it's finding all the videos that allow us to put our ad in front of them that are all about how to set up YouTube ads, right? So this is almost 50, boom, we got 50. Now something really cool that we just added is you can click this add scene button and you can now see all of the ads that have been shown in front of these videos. So these are all the advertisements that we're running. Right, so I can see right here, here's one that Tony Robbins is running, here's one Igor is running, and I can see, I can click on this and use these to get ideas for what ads, how to get this many leads per day on autopilot. I could be like, okay, cool, what's his angle? This has 352,000 views, so it's probably working, right? And then I can actually see his landing page as well, and I could be like, okay, cool, here's what his webinar registration's like. It's how to get unlimited targeted traffic to any product, or that, cool. Looking great, right? Boom, we're good to go. And I can see all of these different ads, but that's for a whole nother training, right? But you can definitely see what's working and what's not, right? Then we know, hey, here's all of these videos. So let's just go all of these. So I have 50 videos all about how to set up YouTube ads, right? And so I'm just gonna click get links. I'm gonna copy all of these, and then I'm gonna paste them right here. Now, anytime anybody watches one of those videos, we are good to go. Now, basically, don't worry too much about how many placements you need. I like to throw, a couple hundred in. I would do more than this, but I'm just going to do 50 for time's sake. Then we get into our bidding. So how much do we want to pay a view? So I might throw like, whatever, 8 cents a view. Maybe I want to pay 8 cents a view, right? So I can put that in there. We're good to go. Then we get to set up our actual ad. So I'm going to go skippable in-stream ad, and I'm going to take my video URL. This is the ad that I've made, and I'm going to paste it right here. Boom. So we add that right there, and then it comes time to add our landing page. So here's our landing page right here. So I'm just going to copy that URL, and wherever you want to send the traffic, that goes right here. And that's the final URL. And then this is the display URL. That's basically just like, I just put like tubesift.com because that's the domain that it's on. Check this call to action button and tell them what your call to action is going to be. So mine might be register, right? So it'd be register, and my headline might be something like, YouTube ad training. But easy, right? And then if you have any tracking templates, you can put those here, affiliate links, whatever, you can put those there. Then we do companion banner. Now they recommend auto-generating a companion banner. It's just gonna put the companion banner from your YouTube channel, or the banner from your YouTube channel. Don't do that. Upload your own image. And you can see the dimensions are 300 by 60 pixels. So you can use Photoshop or something along those lines, or you can come over to TubeSift and you go to the Banner Design Studio and you can launch this. And we can then be like, okay, I'm gonna choose a companion banner for an in-stream ad, and we're gonna go, okay, gonna give us this template. You can upload your own photos, or you can, you can drop one in here. Everything's drag and drop in here. So maybe we want some nature, and then we'll throw some text over it. I like this permanent marker font, and I might just click like, click here, whatever. I spelled it wrong, but blah, 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 whatever. We save it, and then we can upload it over here. Now, I already have a bunch that I created in the Banner Design Studio. There's like a bunch of them. So I might just say something like brand new training, right? Boom, there we go. And that's it. Then we can just preview this ad on YouTube. Make sure it's set up right? So boom, and you probably saw this exact ad to bring you to this or something very similar, right? You can click register. And it normally doesn't do this redirect. It does because it's a quick little, redirect with Google. They're just like, hey, this is where you're going. So we're good there, right? So from there, we just click done and we click create campaign. And somebody's asking like, how about e-commerce? Yeah, I mean, it'd be easy. Whatever niche you're in, you would just do a search like, gift ideas for mom. Or whatever, Father's Day just happened, like gift ideas for Father's Day, right? People are searching for this, like gifts for snowboarding lovers or whatever it might be. Must have kitchen gadgets, blah, blah, blah. You can put your ad in front of any of these, and you can actually spy and see what's happening on, on these videos as well. But from there, you click create campaign and boom, you are good to go, right? So that's basically the whole system. And if anybody wants me to do any search with TubeSift, we'll do that in a second here. But first, let's get in here, right? So once you set this up and pull this off, right? Once you set up a campaign like that, you're gonna start seeing evergreen daily profits. Like I'm pulling out $5.79 for every $1 that I spend on ads. Paul, he's pulling out $5.54 for every $1 he spends on ads. Now imagine having multiple campaigns like this. And remember, these things stack on top of each other for tons and tons of profit. You just add another campaign, more placements, different keywords, things like that. And if you want to scale these things, it's easy. You just rinse and repeat. You set up another campaign for another product, a slightly different ad angle, targeting a different audience. Like for instance, with my YouTube ads training, I might target a group of people that is looking for, how do I fix Facebook iOS updates or whatever kind of thing. It's killing me. And I'd be like, hey, if you're tired of the iOS updates, check out this YouTube training and advertise on YouTube. I might target people that are, looking how to set up a YouTube ad campaign. I'd be like, hey, if you're looking to learn to set up a YouTube ad campaign, I have a free training, right? It's super, super easy to scale, right? And I mean, look, self-defense has a ton of placements. There's 2.63 million results. And so does every other keyword out here, right? Boom, you just add more keywords to scale. Here's an affiliate product I run, 5072 in, 599 out, over and over and over again. And I was using Google ad coupon, right? 5072 in, 599 out, 101.44 spent. That's $1,198 in commissions. This right here, this is one rinse and repeat evergreen affiliate video that I have, $7,359 generated from one single video that literally only runs when, it doesn't waste any money for me because it runs when people are watching specific videos about it, right? So that's exactly how all of this works. So did I deliver on my promise? I know I promised that I was going to be showing you exactly how to set all of this up, start to finish, and how this three-step formula works. Let me know in the chat box. Did I do this correctly, right? Or did I deliver on my promise? I just want to make sure. Yes, that's a great tip, Nick, as well. I actually do that as well. Right on. Okay, cool. Sweet. Tons of yeses coming through. All right. Now look, is this 30 days simple? With the three-step formula I gave you, could you get any offer in front of hungry buyers when they want that offer, right? Of course you could. Yeah, lots of yeses coming through. Now look, this is not an if at this point. It's literally a rigged market. Let's say your video ad spends $1 and you're making $3 back, like this one right here. They spent $19, made $68 back. That's like $3.40 some cents back for every $1 they spent. And that's on the low end, right? So you start by spending 20 bucks a day. You're getting 60 bucks a day back or $1,800 a month. Then you get a little more comfortable. You're like, hey, let's spend $100 a day. You bump that up. You start making $300 a day back. Then you're like, okay, well, what if I spend $1,000 a day on this? Boom, you start making $3,000 a day back or 90K a month, right? So in the beginning, I asked you, if I gave you this system, if I delivered this, are you willing to go all in? And you said yes. So now's the time to decide. Are you willing to go all in on this system? Are you ready to implement this in your business? And more importantly, who wants to go all in and get this done in the next 30 days? And like I said, I see a ton of questions coming through. We got a lot of people on the call. I will be opening up for Q&A in just a second here. But look, it's time to get her done, right? Could you find one product? Or if you already have your own product, you're good to go, right? Could you have one impossible to ignore video made based on the script that I shared with you today? Of course you can. You can just go to Fiverr and pay $5 and do it, or you can do a simple screen recording and you're good to go. Could you set that up as an in-stream ad using placement targeting like I just showed you today? And I showed you every single step of the way to do it, right? So it's not very hard to do. And more importantly, could you do those 3 things in the next 30 days? Remember, one rinse and repeat evergreen machine brought me in $7,359 and counting. The bottom line is that you can do this. And we're at a fork in the road right now. I gave you the whole system, right? Obviously, there's some more advanced tactics and techniques and things like that, but I literally handed to you today on a silver platter exactly how to go from not knowing how to set up a YouTube ad or how to target your audience to doing this. It's extremely easy. So the option number 1 that you have is you can do this on your own. You can spend your year testing and learning, spend your year getting the same results you got last year. Or option number 2 is you can get this done the right way by being coached and directed by somebody who has successfully done this over and over with massive results. You can skip the wasted time, skip the massive cash loss. So what I've done is I've put together what's called Video Ads Alchemy. Now this is hands-on coaching, training, and software to help you fast track your way to your first automated YouTube ad sales machine. Keegan right here, he implemented basically Video Ads Alchemy. It's just being rolled out, right? So he implemented the previous iteration of this course. He was able to generate $101,730 in 14 days based on this training, right? So this stuff flat out works. He was a member of Video Ads Cracked, which is an older course, right? Now, with Video Ads Alchemy, we decided we're going to throw in a free license to TubeSift as well. That's that software I just showed you. I showed you the basics of it. It does a lot more as well. But we're going to throw a free license in there because we found out that when hard work or excuses are removed, you actually get things done. And this is going to help you find all of those placements quickly and easily, get all those banners, all that good stuff. Now look, if you're brand new, Video Ads Alchemy is going to help you find a product to sell and set up a campaign without the learning curve or the risk. And if you have an existing business or an existing offer, Video Ads Alchemy is going to help you add fuel to your fire and light up your market. You're going to become a dominant force in your market running these ads. Now, people who have gone through these trainings, right here, happy to announce my first YouTube sale. I have my ad running for 2 days now. They spent 19 bucks, made 68 back. Want to learn how I made my first $95 sale on $4 ad spend with my very first YouTube campaign? Boom. We're happy to report my first YouTube ad started running 4 hours ago. Already got a first sale. Wonder why it took so long. First sale today, 30 spent, 199 back. First YouTube sale and upsell, $87 made. The first sale is always the sweetest. They spent about $30 to make it. Whoop, first YouTube sale, right? Now I could go on and on and on with people who have got results like this, but that is not important. What's important is that you implement this and you get this done in your business and we get you results. And that's what this whole training is designed to do. So like I said, this is hands-on coaching and 12 complete modules of training plus a free TubeSift license. You're going to get step-by-step over-the-shoulder training showing you how to set up evergreen YouTube ads for any product, service, niche, it doesn't matter. You're going to get live weekly coaching calls and you're going to get a full-blown license to TubeSift. Yes, that's right. You're going to get a free TubeSift license when you sign up for Video Ads Alchemy today. Now, Peter, he uses it. This is absurd too. He's spending $16.88 and making $599 back. And Robert goes, hey, you using Justin's software to target videos? And Peter goes, yes, I am, right? So here's how Video Ads Alchemy works. It's broken into 12 easy to digest modules. Module number 1 is all about this system overview. I'm going to break down the 3-step system for you and give you a full understanding of everything before you start. Now, we went very quickly today. We briefly covered the system, but essentially we dive into it a little more in depth and give you a full-on understanding. We go a lot slower too, because I know we went very quickly today. Module 2, this is all about the types of ads and targeting options. So today we talked about in-stream ads, right? I didn't show you how to set up video overlay ads. We didn't talk about video discovery ads. That's all covered in this course as well. So we talk about the types of ads, outstream ads. There's a lot of different options you can use, but I'm gonna give you a look at the tools you'll be using to convert views into sales. Then we get into the nuts, bolts, and tools. This is a full breakdown of everything you need to pull this system off the right way the first time, and all that good stuff. Then it's all about laying the foundation. This is about putting the pieces in place before you start running a campaign so that you can ensure you have a solid foundation to build a real and scalable business on. And that's what this is really about. This isn't about quick profit. I mean, obviously you saw people are getting quick profits, but really this is about building lifelong businesses, right? Then module 5 is all about planning for success. This is knowing every single move that your ideal customer can make before they make it. And then we get into the fun stuff. This is advanced targeting. So we're gonna dig deep into all the possible targeting options so your ideal customer cannot escape your ads without using an ad blocker. Now look, we talked about placements today. You can target by keyword. There's retargeting. There's custom audiences, intent audiences. There are so many crazy options that you can use for targeting, and we'll cover all of those in depth in the course, right? Module 7 is the video ad. This is all my advanced tactics from over $4 million in ad spend put down into a simple to follow formula that's going to turn the most stubborn viewer into your own personal cash cow. Then we get done for you landing pages. So I'm going to give you my templated lead generating, sales sucking, fill in the blank, compliant landing pages backed by millions in ad spend. Now, compliant is the key word there. We don't want to get anybody banned. And I'm going to show you exactly how to go about this while making claims without getting banned from YouTube. Then it's time to set everything up. So you get a real-time look at campaign setup. You get to watch like a fly on the wall as we set up ads for TubeSift in real time. We actually just recorded this the other day. Me and my ads guy, Tim, we were on a call, and you get to watch over my shoulder as we set up ads for TubeSift. So it's super cool. You get to watch like a fly on the wall. Then comes the reporting part. This is where the real money comes in. It comes from analyzing the data. This module breaks down the top 3 KPIs or key performance indicators that you need to ensure that you're milking your campaigns for all they're worth. We're going to be talking about what your click-through rate needs to be, all of that good stuff. And we'll be diving into that there. Then comes to scaling, because really, what good is a campaign if you can't scale it to the moon? You're going to get my most advanced scaling tactics that are going to allow you to scale your campaigns without sacrificing performance. We don't want you to, throw a bunch of money in and your cost per, sale goes way through the roof. That's not fun. We want it to scale without sacrificing performance. And then module 12, this is really fun. This is a newer thing that Google rolled out. You can now season your pixels. So I'm going to be showing you how to execute this and get a well-seasoned pixel. It's going to be your ultimate weapon when it comes to longevity and high-performing campaigns. This module is going to take you from start to finish so you can have your pixel dialed in without spending a ton of money to get it there, right? Now, normally with Video Ads Alchemy, we have 3 months of TubeSift for free, but today I'm going to toss in a 6-month license to TubeSift absolutely free. Now, look, I could charge $5,000 just for TubeSift alone. It is recurring. And I have people that have paid over $5,000 to continue using it because this flat out works. So you're gonna get 6 months of TubeSift absolutely free. You're gonna get to be able to find highly targeted monetized videos, highly relevant, actually search keywords. You're gonna be able to spy on your competitors to see what's working and ultimately take the guesswork out of targeting for almost instant results. Joel, he says, hey, want to say thanks. Cracked my first sale on one of my own digital products using in-stream video placements grabbed from TubeSift. So this is your secret weapon. You're also going to get the banner design studio, so you can roll out those video overlay ads, companion banners, custom thumbnails, all that good stuff. And you don't even have to have a video when you have the banner design studio. And you're going to get TubeSift's ad spy intelligence. You're going to be able to spy on your competitors and see what's working, what's not, and ultimately optimize your campaigns based on that. Now, I've sold a lot of these types of trainings and coachings and things like that in the past. And the one thing that we found out, or two things that we found out that hold people back are, number one, people tend to get stuck on these courses. There might be one or two little questions they need help with. And number two is lack of accountability. So we're throwing in 6 months of free access to my exclusive TubeSift office hours mastermind group with weekly calls. You can see right here, Mo, he was on the call. He goes, hey, thanks for the tip on Friday. Ran campaigns just like you said, spent 426, made 852 back, right? Boom. That is the kind of stuff that you can get from the TubeSift office hours group. And we normally charge $97 a month for that, but you're gonna get that for 6 months for free as well. Now, with Video Ads Alchemy, you're gonna be 30 days into a real online business generating daily leads and sales if you go through this in a timely fashion. And you're not gonna lose any money on ads because Google is literally giving away money, right? Now, I'm so confident that this is gonna work. You've seen tons and tons of results, right? And like I said, I have folders of those. We just put some in here. I didn't even show them all, right? I'm so confident this is gonna work for you that we have a straight up stupid action-based 30-day guarantee. Now, all you have to do is take action on the course, and we have this action-based guarantee for you. So you have to go through the modules, use the coaching, and make a valid attempt. Spend Google's coupon they give you, the $100, $150, whatever you get there. And if for some reason, after jumping on a call with me, things like that, this does not work for you, it would not make sense for me to charge you to keep this. I'm seriously here to help you out. So all you have to do, all I ask is that you take action on this course and try it. If it doesn't work for you and we cannot get your campaigns going, I will not only refund you, I'll cut you a $100 check to cover your ad spend. All you have to do is take action to get the guarantee. Now here's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get 12 modules of training and coaching in Video Ads Alchemy, 6 months of TubeSift office hours, weekly live coaching calls, 6 months of TubeSift, the banner design studio. You're gonna get the TubeSift bookmarker, my email marketing training. You're gonna get an unfair advantage email follow-up series, done for you landing page templates, and my affiliate marketing masterclass. Real world value of this is $10,554, right? Now, I'm going to be taking this system to a phone close. Right now, we're not doing that. I am going to be charging 3 payments of $19.97 for that. Right now, like I said, we are not doing that because it's just me on this call. I don't have a phone closing team in place yet, but this is something we're going to be setting up. So today we're knocking off month 3, we're knocking off month 2, and to get into Video Ads Alchemy and all of those bonuses, it's just 1 payment of $19.97. So here's that link. I'm going to drop that in the chat box right now. It is tubesift.com/VAA, like Video Ads Alchemy. So I just dropped that in the chat box. I'll be opening up for Q&A, like I said, but real quick, let's talk about a couple of bonuses here. When you get in before this call ends, instead of 3 months or 6 months of TubeSift, I'm gonna throw you a full year of TubeSift absolutely free. Now, like I said, this normally sells for $67 a month. So I'm gonna toss in a full year because I wanna reward those action takers. You're also gonna get my high ticket automated webinar training because I know a lot of people wanna know how to make high ticket sales with it. That's where the real money comes from. So I'm gonna show you how to build a massive list of emails and buyers while selling high ticket products on autopilot. Now, this is something I wasn't gonna do. I decided to throw this in here. I'm gonna give you my done for you Video Ads Alchemy promotion system. Now you're gonna get, normally we offer 50% commission to normal affiliates. As a Video Ads Alchemy member, and just a heads up, anybody can become an affiliate, but this is a very special package. Like as a Video Ads Alchemy member, you're gonna get 65% commission. That means you're gonna get $1,298 a sale. You're gonna get my done for you automated webinars selling this product. You're gonna get access to my personal landing pages, access to my personal video ads, and monthly updates on what's working and what's not working so you don't waste your time or your money on testing. Only Video Ads Alchemy members are getting this. This is exclusive to them. Now, I also have a bonus module all about physical products. This is all about how to sell physical products using YouTube ads. Then we have one about list building. How do I build a list using YouTube ads? You're gonna get that as well. You're gonna get my affiliate marketing training. This is all about finding a high converting offer, tracking everything, setting it up, and profiting without ever handling a customer or having your own product. And then if you want to offer this as a service to other businesses, we also have that as well. So you're also going to be able to offer this as a service to other business. You're going to be able to see how I sell this for high ticket recurring. I'll tell you how much to charge, how to find clients. I'll even give you my high converting proposals and contracts specifically designed to lock people into high ticket recurring services. Now, if you were to do this on your own, TubeSift would cost you $804. The landing page design would cost you about $497. That's on the low end. The graphic designer would be $197 for your graphics, all that good stuff. Copywriter would be $297. Video creation, probably $197 if you don't have our solid resources, because you'd spend a bunch of money going through and figuring out which people you need to use, right? And you'd spend about $1,000 testing ads. Now, you would be out $2,992 with no guidance just to make an attempt. But with Video Ads Alchemy, it's just $1997 to have that done the right way in the next 30 days. Now, look, can you do this in 30 days? Because I know, I could say, oh, you can do it in 30 days. But look, can you find a hot selling product? Or if you already have one, you don't even have to do that, right? You can definitely do that. That's what the Affiliate Marketing Masterclass shows you how to do. Can you have a video made? Yes, we give you all of our resources. There's a full module on getting a video made, as well as how to do this all with free software. Can you get in front of people with their wallets out? Yes, you're going to have TubeSift, so you can definitely do that. And you can do all of this with a Google coupon. So the bottom line is, yes, you can do this. So remember, you're going to get 12 modules of coaching and training with Video Ads Alchemy, 6 months of TubeSift office hours, weekly coaching calls. Those are live weekly coaching calls, 6 months of TubeSift access, the banner design studio, the TubeSift bookmarker, email marketing training, my Unfair Advantage email follow-up series, done for you landing page templates, and the Affiliate Marketing Masterclass. Now, a lot of people always ask, will this work in my niche? I'm a beginner. I do consulting. I do e-commerce, info marketing. I sell software. I do MLM. I do local marketing. I do list building, affiliate marketing, whatever. Look, the bottom line is that your audience is on YouTube. And with Video Ads Alchemy and TubeSift and all the coaching and training that we're going to be giving you live, there is no way that you can't reach your ideal audience. They are on YouTube, and I'm going to help you get them. So if you want consistency, more customers, and a way to grow your business at a positive ROI, this is for you. And people always ask as well, how much time a week does this take? Well, once you go through the course and then set up your first ad, right? Usually I spend, 5 to 10 minutes a day kind of checking on my ads. That's not too much time at all, right? So you don't need a ton of time to do this. You can go at your own pace. Yes, you do get updates. This is actually the first time we're rolling this out, so you're going to get updates for this course as well, and you're going to have access forever, right? As far as TubeSift goes, remember, you're getting a full year of TubeSift, so you're going to get a year access to TubeSift, and then after that, we actually have and somebody was actually asking in the chat, do we get a special deal on TubeSift renewed after the year? You do. You actually save $100 on the annual renewal price if you choose to, renew, right? Again, that link is tubesift.com/VAA, like Video Ads Alchemy. I'll drop that in the chat one more time there, so you can click that there. With the 30-day action-based refund guarantee, the only thing you could lose out on when you pick this up is a little bit of time. But what you could gain in plain sight is a lifelong business and growth, or that $100 check I will cut you to cover your ad spend if this does not work for you after jumping on those coaching calls with me and going through the training. Now look, with the 30-day refund guarantee, what you could lose out on when you don't pick this up, the one-time webinar price and the payment plan. Oh, and I guess I dropped the payment plan a little bit early here. We do have a payment plan. I'll drop that in a few here. But after this live webinar goes away, the payment plan is off the table, and so is the one-time webinar price. Like I said, we are going to be taking this to a phone close shortly and be charging a lot more. You can lose out on a year of your time and money spent trying this, a year at 2 times the revenue of your current business or more, and ultimately being able to have your business in the next 30 days versus the next 2 years. Like I said, literally $2,992 spent just trying this. Now, how good is TubeSift? Well, it's pretty solid, but Anthony right here, 1,100 views in 3 days for his video on video marketing services. MD, he's getting $12.50 doing CPA. Every time somebody clicks on his video, he earns $12.50. Steven, he set up his first campaign, 2-cent clicks, 18% click-through rate. And Adam right here, 30% watching the entire 2-minute video, use TubeSift for the research. Peter, use TubeSift, $16.88 in, $5.99 out. This is Roland Fraser from Digital Marketer. He recommends TubeSift as a must-have tool at traffic and conversions. This is a massive digital marketing summit. And Tristan, he goes, hey, TubeSift outperformed my own retargeting. It's super solid. Joel, first sale, own digital product using TubeSift. So I'm going to open up for Q&A. And if anybody also wants me to do a quick search and show them how TubeSift would work in their niche, let me know. So I'm going to pull up the questions box real quick. I saw we have a ton of questions coming through. So let me get those answered. And if you do have any questions, let me know, and we'll get those. So let's see, Nick's saying, I just renewed TubeSift for the 3rd year in a row. Nothing compares to it. Right on, Nick. I love seeing that. Tommy's saying, what do you do if a lot of videos are not monetizable? You change up your, you just change up your search, your searches, basically. That's all you really have to do. You just change up your searches a little bit and you are good to go. You know, you just change up your keywords a little bit. And otherwise, there's tons of other targeting options that I cover in Video Ads Alchemy, like exactly how to do that. You can, like if not a lot of them are monetized, you can come over here and you could do the keyword search, right? And, you know, you might search for best drone, right? And you turn this suffix on, you come over here, turn this to YouTube, and it's basically gonna go best drone, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And boom, that's it. Like it's super simple. And you can see we have 331 keywords we can target. And like I said, I didn't cover keywords in here. We just talked about the targeting using placements, because that's, in my opinion, the best way to get started, the fastest way. But boom, this works phenomenally well also. So that's extremely easy to do. And somebody was asking for drones, for me to search for drones. Okay, yeah, so it might be like best drone 2021, right? And boom, let's just throw 50 up here. And you can see it's starting to scan these best drone for beginners, experts, and you know, not all the videos are monetized, but that's where TubeSift comes in. Let's see. I do plan on having a recording. So we're good there. So he's asking about, yes, the Video Ads Cracked. So, okay, so if you are a previous Video Ads Cracked member, depending on when you bought, we have a discount for you. So just email us at, and while this is kind of searching real quick, email us at support@tubesift.com with the email that you used to sign up for Video Ads Cracked, and we will get you hooked up, right? So just let us know, and we'll see where you're at, see what we can do for you. But we'll definitely be taking care of everybody there. And yeah, depending on when you bought it, all that good stuff, we'll have something special for you. So yeah, if you do want to upgrade from Video Ads Cracked, email support@tubesift.com, or you can go to tubesift.com/VAA, right? Video Ads Alchemy. This is the page it's going to take you to. We have live chat on that page as well, so you can hit our live chat. Also, we have live chat inside of TubeSift. Like we're very, very concerned about customer service, so we have all of, you know, we have live chat on everything in the members area, all of that good stuff there. If you already have a subscription to TubeSift, that's a great question. We can essentially extend that a year. So once, instead of like when it comes time for you to renew, we will be able to get you that free year at that time. So we'll add that year on, and we'll be good to go. So Tommy is saying, you can tell the audience this is the real deal. We had great success because of your training in December. The ROI is insane. Right on. I love hearing that. That's awesome. That's sweet. Let's see. We have a real live person that works with us, so you can collaborate with them on the projects. Yes, that's literally what the TubeSift office hours is. And I'll just show you over here. So you can see TubeSift office hours, boom. here we go. So we have live coaching. The actual, yeah, it's coming up, and you can see we're like, hey, here you go. You know, ask your questions here. I jump on live. We have coaches in here. I'm in here. Our coach Michael's in here, and we both do the live coaching calls every single week. So we do them over Zoom, so you can actually unmute yourself and ask questions. You can share your screen. It's the real deal, right? Oh, and here's all the drones. So we found 50 videos about drones. Here's all about the best drones. If you're selling drones, you just pop your video in front of them, right? And by the way, you can sort this by views, likes, dislikes, when it was published, number of comments, the ad seen right here. Boom. Here's a drone webinar. This you can see. Let's see what they're doing here. So this is this is basically how to. And you can see they're not even on this, right? I mean, oh, here he is. But yeah, so you can see he's showing, hey, here's how to shoot with a drone, and what does their landing page looks like? Let's see. Here's their ad link. Top 6 steps to cinematic drone video. Boom. I mean, you could see how this is working in real time with me showing you this. So that's kind of how that worked. You don't have any page that people come and purchase. Can I help in the course? Yeah, that's what we are here to do, right? Yes, this is available to those who already have TubeSift. Like I said, we'll just tack on TubeSift to your license, or to your, we'll get you a longer TubeSift license. You're good to go. That link again is, and somebody was asking what the payment link is as well. Bear with me for 1 second here. Let me find where that was. It wasn't technically supposed to go out until later, but I'll drop it here because a few people are asking for the payment plan. So here's that split pay link. Let me drop that in the chat as well. So there, that has the full pay and the split pay on there. So you can save a little bit of money up front and get this working for you and all that good stuff. The difference between this and Video Ads Cracked is a lot. This is completely updated, 12 modules. Video Ads Cracked was 7 modules. This covers a lot more. It's way more in depth. And we also stopped selling Video Ads Cracked as well. There is going to be some overlap, obviously, because the ad setup is the same. But basically, Google has come a long way in the past year or so since we rolled out Video Ads Cracked. And Video Ads Alchemy covers all of the new stuff. There's specific things we've learned that we're putting into this. It's basically just completely updated all of that good stuff there. So that's the difference. I see a lot of people asking that. And also, if you want to upgrade, you're good to go. Just email support@tubesift.com and we're good to go. So how long should the video ad be? It's a great question, and there's not an answer for it. It totally depends. My ads tend to average 2 to 3 minutes. That's just how long it takes me to talk. And yeah, that's it. It just kind of depends there, right? So it totally depends on what how long it takes you to get your point across, really. So it's relevant. But remember, you pay after 30 seconds, so your ad can be as long as you want, right? It just doesn't matter, really. Yes, and you definitely can, Wolfgang. You can cancel your current TubeSift subscription if you'd like, and we'll just get you the year one for sure. If you're on monthly or whatever, we'll even transfer all your data over. So we got you covered, no problem there. So if you have a gaming channel, Debbie says, thinking of using the promote video function, don't do it. Don't. You want to, like, if you use the promote function, it's weird. It will take you into Google Ads, but it limits your setup. You don't want to do that. I talk about how to build a YouTube channel up with using ads. Actually, let me just, here, watch. Here's some free training for you on how to build a YouTube channel. Where is it? We just rolled it out using YouTube ads to promote a YouTube channel. So here's this. Check this out. And I'll just drop this to everybody here. But check that out, Debbie. It's a solid training. It'll show you kind of how to use video discovery ads a little bit. It's just a bite-sized chunk. So Video Ads Alchemy. If you're really serious about growing this, I would sign up for Video Ads Alchemy. You're good to go there. But yeah, can you drive traffic to a music video? 100%. Let's see. How would TubeSift work if I'm looking to promote my webinar to education providers who are looking for students? Like homeschooling stuff, or what is it? Body armor is a great one. I'll do that real quick. But yeah, if you can fill me in a little bit more, Vivian, on how, whatever. Best body armor is what we search for. Really, I mean, these are like buying keywords, right? It's super easy. Let's see. Services, not type of drone, like construction and inspections. Oh, okay. So somebody might be like searching for construction and inspections. Gotcha. So you would just have to think of, and real quick, we'll just kind of run through this. Here's all of the different body armors videos. I mean, people are watching this like, demos on how does this work, stuff like that. They're wanting to buy it. You can see what's seen. Literally, look at this. Best body armor. You can see what types of ads are running right now. So they're saying, hey, the most common question we get is, what's the difference between these types of body armors? Boom, this is what they're promoting, right? And you can use this to see what's working. Here's the ad link, and here is where they're pushing traffic. Come on, load. It's taking a minute. There it goes. Their landing page is pretty slow, but look, I mean, they're selling body armor here. That's, boom, super easy. They're pushing to an e-commerce page. So that's how you would use this there. Let's see. Why did I not focus on max CPV campaigns to target CPA, or why? Because I showed the easiest way. Like I said, in the course, we talk about all the goals, everything. This was a simple rundown of the system to help everybody understand how the whole system works. So yeah. Should I have a separate Google Ads account for YouTube? No, I use the same. We use one for search, or the same one for search as we use for everything. It's easier because then you can overlap your retargeting audiences. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do there. Yeah, Andy, we will. Yeah, since you just signed up, we got you, Andy, for sure. Does TubeSift work well for video discovery ads? Yes, it does. That's what the keyword functions for. Also, the banner design studio in here. Video discovery ads, custom thumbnails are very important. So it works there. I don't know how you have I don't think you have well, so I sold lifetime licenses to TubeSift one time back in like 2015 when we first rolled it out. So yeah, basically that's the only time we did lifetime licenses for that. So you're selling services as a pilot, trying to sell your services. So somebody might be searching for like drone inspections. I don't know how to use drones for home inspections. And you see not all of them are monetized. Here we go. That might be what people are looking for there. Again, like I'm not super familiar with the niche. I'd have to do a little more research and all that good stuff. Oh, never mind. You've seen that webinar, you said. Okay, nice. That's funny. Yeah, just hit the live chat or email us, Debbie. No problem. And yeah, I got you. Any idea where I've never seen conversions in YouTube? It actually works very well for, I mean, you just saw a bunch of those ads I was showing you for like body armor and stuff. It works really, really well. You just have to, maybe your conversions aren't set up correctly on Shopify. I don't know. So you're gonna have to, I mean, there's a few different things. There could be a lot of reasons. It could be your ad. Are you getting clicks? I mean, there's a lot we'd have to look at there, really. Your channel's in the YouTube partner program. These videos are monetized. Is there a problem no, there's not a problem if it's monetized at all. Does the split pay do drip content? No, it does not. The one thing with the split pay I will say is the split pay comes with 6 months of TubeSift. So just a heads up there. It does not have a full license to TubeSift, or it has a full license, and you get all the content, but it does not have a full year of TubeSift. It comes with 6 months of TubeSift. The best business model is, I would say the best business model, it depends on what you're selling. There is no best business model. It's whatever you're best at. Like our business model, we're a SaaS company, right? So we sell software as a service, which is TubeSift. For me, the best business model is anything that puts people into TubeSift. I do list building, I do direct to sales, I do webinars, all kinds of stuff, right? A good view through rate, I don't pay attention to that really. The 30-day money back guarantee is if we don't see any views. So basically, yeah, there's always views. And like, look, I can't control your offer, right? Like if you have an offer that just doesn't sell, then, like we'll get on the coaching call, stuff like that. But if I'm like, hey, look, you need to rework your offer. Like obviously, we're going to get you clicks to your website and stuff like that. We'll get you leads. We'll help you get that kind of stuff. I can't guarantee that you're going to be making sales based on, I don't know what your offer is, like anything like that. So it kind of depends, but I will be able to, like, I can take campaigns that aren't working and help you dial them in for sure. I can help you with your ad copy. I can help you with your landing page. I'll help you get leads, things like that. But obviously, this all hinges on having a solid offer, right? Missed the whole webinar. I will be emailing out a replay. Yes, I hope so. What type of ad spend should I start with? You can start with $5 to $10 a day for sure. And it depends on the price of your, offer, which how much you want to spend. I mean, like if you have a $1,000 product you're selling, $5 a day is probably not enough. So yeah. Oh, the free bonuses. Bear with me for 2 seconds here. Let me pull those up for you as well. Let me see here. Sorry, 1 second here. Let me grab those bonuses for everybody, as well as the link. The link I'm going to be dropping has, oops, sorry, wrong spot. There we go. The link. So there's all the bonuses in the chat. The link that I just dropped has the split pay on there as well. So that's how you can get in there. How is this different than my other video ads training? It's completely different, never before seen. This is brand new. Covers a lot of stuff. There is slight overlap in some of it, obviously, because we're still talking about, scripting the ads, going to be very, very similar. We've been doing some cool new stuff with this, but you're going to get like live trainings ongoing, all kinds of stuff. So this is totally different. Yeah, there's those bonuses, Ryan. I dropped those in there. Is the below question covered? My channel's the partner program. Oh yeah, it will not be a problem, Debbie. Let's see. Can we promote your stuff as an affiliate? Yeah, Jeff, for sure. And actually, that was one of the bonuses that I'm tossing in here, is the done for you video ads alchemy promotional system. So we're automating this webinar, right? This is like the first time we've ran it. So we're going to be automating this thing. And what we are doing is basically letting everybody who's a Video Ads Alchemy member is going to get increased commissions. You get 65% commission. You'll get the done for you automated webinars. You'll get access to my personal landing pages, my personal videos, monthly updates on what's working and what's not, because we're running traffic to this thing as well. And you'll get to learn from all that as well as promote that as an affiliate. I have an offer that I made to, what's to MIO? I'm not sure. If it works with Facebook ads, you should be able to get it to work with YouTube ads. No. Oh, 2 million? Oh, dude. If it's selling, I can help you sell it on YouTube. Seriously. Like if you sold 2 million, if you've sold 2 million of it on Facebook already, so the thing, okay, the thing with Facebook and YouTube ads, you cannot just take a normal Facebook ad, slap it on YouTube and be like, it's gonna work. It's not, right? That's just not, it's not how it works. So there's some slight differences we need to make. And I can definitely help you do that. And like I said, we do live weekly coaching calls, plus you get all the training, all that good stuff. Like we are here to help you out, and you know, I'm here to help you, right? So that's what we're here to do. Let's see. So I was just asking a couple of or answering a couple questions in the background. Cool. Does anybody have any other questions? Anything you're on the, like if anybody's on the fence, you know, any questions there? Anybody wants me to do any searches with TubeSift? Again, we did a very basic demo of TubeSift. This does a lot more. But if you have anything you want me to do a search for, we still have a lot of people on this call. And so yeah, I just want to make sure that everybody got their questions answered and that everybody's, you know, nobody's left hanging, right? I just want to make sure we're good there. Let's see here. I'll give it another minute or so for questions, and then we'll do a Mortal Kombat videos. Okay, cool. Let's see. So this is a lot of trailers, it looks like. Mortal Kombat TikToks. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Okay, cool. So I just had it sorted, but we just have 10 right now, I believe. Yeah, cool. So let's see what ads are shown. It only found one ad. So what that tells me is nobody's running ads on these, first of all. So you're good to go there. So this is all, it seems to be the movie Mortal Kombat gameplay. Maybe that's what people are searching for. There we go. Now we're finding some stuff. Let's see here. Cool. Okay, sweet. So yeah, so you can see here's like a bunch of gameplay videos. That might be more your what you're kind of looking for there. Again, nobody's running ads on these. So yeah, you're good to go there. Any good calls to action for YouTube ads for e-com? Yeah, so I mean, we've done giveaways in the past for it, and basically been like, hey, you know, here's sorry, 1 second, there we go. We've done giveaways like, hey, you enter to win this, or hey, we have this massive package of all our products, or hey, we're giving away a $100 gift card. We've done lead generation that way. That works extremely well, and we just put like enter now, things like that. I mean, what I would do is I would use TubeSift to search for that niche, see what other videos are popping up, right? Like I saw the body armor one. Sorry, I forgot who it wasn't you, but yeah. But yeah, like things like that, just search for your niche, see what comes up, see what other people are doing, see how many views those videos have, what their landing pages look like, mimic what's working, right? That's the kind of the other thing. Yeah, if you only found one niche or ad in the niche, you should be fine then. You know, you should be able to knock it out. We might just have to get a little creative with that. And I can help you script all that stuff on the coaching calls and everything as well. But yeah, just cool. Yeah, man, I'd love to. I'll help you make sales with this. If you've sold, I mean, if you've sold that much on Facebook, there's no reason. Like you clearly have an offer, man. Or a converting offer. There's no reason that we shouldn't be able to make you some sales on YouTube. I don't know, like, you know, unless if you stump me, like I said, I'll give we'll refund you. No, whatever, we got you. Again, that link to join is tubesift.com/VAA. And I saw a few people have already jumped on board. I know a couple people were doing the upgrade thing for sure. So like I said, this is the lowest price it's ever going to be. We are going to be switching over to a call system where I'm like, okay, if you want to learn how this will work, right on, Anthony. Cool. But basically, you know, like we're switching over to a high ticket phone close, where because I don't want to work with like we work very closely with all of our Video Ads Alchemy students. I would rather work with a smaller group of people, which is why we're going to be charging more, right? So we're rolling it out. That's why I wanted to offer it cheaper with this one. So we got you there, or you can hit our live chat if you go to tubesip.com/VAA or tubesip.com, whatever. We got you there. And should you do frequency capping? Probably. I don't really. I've definitely had angry people write in and tell me I'm an idiot and that I don't know how to run ads, but you know what? I don't really care. So it depends. Like, yeah, you probably should. You probably should do frequency capping. But yeah, it doesn't really matter, honestly. It's not going to make or break your campaign, right? So yeah, cool. Let's see. All right. Yeah, any other questions? Otherwise, I'm gonna wrap this one up. It's been a great call. Love the interaction, all that good stuff. And yeah, thanks for coming out. Let's see. Do you recommend running multiple smaller campaigns to help with spend? So we split our campaigns out. Yeah. So cool. Sweet. Yeah, I like to split my campaigns out and just kind of see, what's going on there, all that good stuff. So, right on. Yeah, for sure. Cool. Yeah, definitely. I have no problem doing that. Let's see. Cool. Yep. Sorry, I was answering some questions in the chat that were, just some people were like, hey, I don't want you to share all this, but yeah. Cool. Right on. Well, yeah, let's that's it for me on this one. Again, that link, just one more time, is tubesift.com/VAA, like Video Ads Alchemy. And yeah, looking forward to having you, man. That's awesome. So we'll definitely do that. And yeah, that's all I've got. So no, I got you, Wolfgang, no problem. That's fine, because we are going to be I think we're going to end up doing an encore, and we are going to be pushing a replay before we go to the sale or whatever. The payment plan is probably going to go away though, but like I said, but yeah, yeah. So cool. That's it for me on this one. Thanks everybody, and I will. I'll talk to everybody soon. And for everybody that jumped on board, I look forward to seeing you in the office hours group. Can't wait to help everybody get their campaigns up and running and help you all knock this out of the park. So that's it for me on this one. Bye for now.